host for today. And today we have panelists that are going to share their edutech tools that are going to walk us through on mostly the major edtech tools that are going to that are of course going to maximize and engaging student learning outcome. So I'm going nowhere. It's not going to be a dull moment with all of us here today. So, before we proceed, we have panelists that are going to be in us. That go here today. We have first and second batch of the panelists. So sorry, my co-host is yet to join us. And before we proceed, I really want to appreciate all these speakers for today. We have speakers from first of all, one of our speakers are supposed to be here from Ukraine, but because of the current scenario in Ukraine, she won't be able to be here today. And we are praying for all our friends and the well wishers, our friends, those are studying in Ukraine and neighboring countries because of this current scenario. Please, we are praying for your safety. We pray that you all will be, and your loved ones, they're going to be safety. Okay. She sent her presentation. I'm going to share that with all of us here. And the other neighboring countries, I want you guys, I hope you all are holding up very well. We are praying for the peace to be restored back in Ukraine and neighboring countries and other parts of the world where there is no peace. Let peace reign. Let peace lead. Okay. So we have our speakers from India, North Macedonia. We also have a panelist from USA and Dubai and other countries. Of course, my co-host from Kenya, equally from Nigeria. So we are all here today to learn with and from each other. First of all, 21st Digi Skills is an initiative that is created to bridge the gap of digital divide by integrating the 21st century learning skills. We promote SDGs and most especially SDG 4, inclusive and equitable quality education, and to promote opportunities for lifelong learning and best practices for all. That's what we are here doing, promoting, addressing the SDGs to, in fact, everywhere. Thank you so much for joining us. Those that are tuning in our various platforms, from my page, from our YouTube channel, and our initiative page. Thank you all. Without you guys, there will be no 21st Digi Skills. We won't be here today. We really appreciate all our panelists, those that are joining us today. So don't go nowhere. Stay put, and they're going to share their heart out, their best knowledge on the various edutech products. So without further ado, I declare this webinar open. But for the fact that my co-host is here to join us, I'm going to run everything all by myself, but it's okay. Before we do that, let's proceed to the comment section to see what's going on there, to welcome our friends, educators, those that have tuned in. Thank you so much, and we are very grateful that you're here. Okay. All right. I'm having a little. My network is not that strong. Please bear with me today. So it is what it is, but when the network stabilizes, we really want to acknowledge those that have really joined us. What I'm going to do first is to introduce the speakers for today. So I just pray and hope that my network is going to allow me to do that. All right. My network is so poor today. Okay. Let me try and see if I can. Let me share my screen to introduce our keynote speakers. All right. Oh, oh, thank God it's opening. But it's going to take a little while. Has it come up? Hello, has my screen come up?
No, no, ma'am. Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, it's coming up. It's just that it's a bit slow. I'm so sorry about that. I'm having some challenges here. The network is not accessing my screen. But let me try again. Okay, no problem. Please, since it's not coming up, I'm having some technical glitches here. It's not coming up. The network, okay, it has come up now. Situation is really affecting the network. That's why. Oh, has it come up? Not yet. Yeah, it has come up. Can you see my screen now?
No, ma'am.
Can you see my screen?
No, ma'am. We can only see you. We can't see other screen over here.
My network is too poor, but it's okay.
No issues. We can go verbally if there's no issue, I think. If you're facing. I think yeah, we can see now. Yes, ma'am is there. Ma'am, we can't hear you. Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Okay, please, I'm so sorry about that. It's network that just the network is very, very poor. It's behaving funny. So I'm so sorry. Let me apologize for that again. So we're going to start right away. I'm going to call upon the first speaker to have the stage. So permit me to uh, call upon the first speaker for today, Shell from USA. Please, you can use 1 minute to introduce yourself since I was unable to do that because of my poor network. So uh, the floor is all yours now. Shell, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me okay, Uche?
Okay, please take the stage.
Thank you so much. So it's my
Yeah,
pleasure to,
perfectly. I'm so sorry about the earlier technical issue. All right,
can everybody see my screen okay?
go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So it's my pleasure to be here today. Thank you so much,
No, it
Uche,
has not
for
come.
organizing our workshop for today. I'm Cheryl. I'm from the United States, and I'm going to be uh, doing a demonstration of a tool called Book Widgets. Book Widgets is a wonderful tool that can transform the traditional learning environment, and it fully aligns with that SDG that Uche was talking about, number 4. So let's go ahead and dive right in and take a quick look at book widgets. As I said, I'm Cheryl, and I am an educational technology specialist. This is my 38th year as a teacher in the United States. I also do some virtual consulting and teaching in China as well. And I hope that you will connect with me on whatever social media platform you like. You can find me on Facebook as well as on Twitter. When we think about teaching and learning, some of the struggles that we have are first, creating digital content. A lot of us have content, but it's not digital. Once we have that digital content, putting the puzzle piece together to share that digital lesson, and then finally, finding a quick and easy way to monitor what students are doing, to grade the work that the students are doing, and to provide feedback. Well, good news is Book Widgets can do all of that for you. This is the Book Widgets library, and the Book Widgets library has so much for you to choose from. I'm going to show you just one example right now of an activity that you can use in book widgets. This is called a draw it activity. You will see that the screen
Hello.
is, yes, Uche?
Please go ahead. I'm back.
Hey, okay. You will see that the screen here is split into two sections, and I can come and get my drawing tool, and I can draw directly on my screen. The great thing is that the teacher will receive the work from each individual student. So this is just one activity that you can select from the book widgets library.
Share,
As you can,
share, share. Could please? The screen is not yet up from my side. I don't know if it's up. If is it visible to you all?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
perfect. All right. The book
Okay, go
widgets
ahead,
tool
please.
is, thank you, Uche. The book widgets tool is also fully integrated into many learning management systems. Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Schoology, Blackboard, Canva, Moodle, and so many more. So if where you teach has a Microsoft, Google, Schoology, or any of the other integrations, you can easily and seamlessly integrate book widgets into your platform. But wait, there's more. In addition to being able to select from the library and create content, what do we want to do? We want to be able to see what our students are doing. And with book widgets, you can monitor directly what your students are doing. You can see exactly what your students are doing in real time, and you can track their activity so that if you see a student who is struggling, you can reach out to them, whether you're in the face-to-face classroom or the virtual environment. So you're able to see the students' work in real time while they're working on their work. This is so important because so many times students are struggling and we're not able to provide them feedback. You can see details specifically on what each student is doing in book widgets. And what I love the best is that book widgets will grade so much of the work for you. As teachers, we struggle sometimes with the time it takes to grade all of the work that the students have. And so the ability to grade the students' work through machine grading in book widgets, I think will be a real time saver for all of you. These are all of the widgets that you can track live, and I hope that you will give them a chance and check them out. You can also review student work and give student feedback and provide them grades directly in book widgets. We have a reporting dashboard that's super easy to use, change student work, and give them grades. Let's take a look at that. So this is our student dashboard. You can see that you can choose a student, look at their work. If you want to provide them feedback on the work, right in book widgets, you can provide feedback. Here, we're reminding the student to watch their spelling. And even though they spelled the word incorrectly, I know they have it right. So I can change that grade for that student, all right inside book widgets. You can then navigate to the next student using those arrows, look at the student work, and grade their work. All one stop. Book widgets is about making your life easy for you and reviewing that student work. We have lots of teachers around the world who use book widgets. Here is one of our teachers from the United Arab Emirates. She talks about it being a time saver and being able to provide meaningful feedback. We have a math teacher from Croatia, so you can see that book widgets is used worldwide. And we have a teacher here from the United States who just recently discovered book widgets and has already integrated that into her teaching and learning. And the great news is we just won the EdTech Award at Set Ghent this past week, the #1 EdTech tool at Set Ghent this past week. So let's go ahead and check out all that we can do with book widgets. Here's an example of one of the widgets that we can use. In this widget, the students have to identify the parts of the flower. So the student types in their word, and you can see that it changes to green, telling the student right away, you have that word correct. If the word does not change to green, then the student knows that they don't have the word correct and they need to go ahead and try again. So you can see here that the machine is grading the work directly for the student. This is just one example of an activity that you can do in book widgets. Here in this activity, you can see I can add a recording, identify whether or not the animals are carnivores or herbivores. The students will grab and drop, and you'll see right away the student knows if they have the work right or wrong. This option is totally customizable. So if you do not want the students to see the correct answer right away, then you do not have to show them. Let's put our parrot over here. Uh-oh, no, parrot did not turn green, so I know that I need to move my parrot. And then another great example, I have to put my presidents in order of election from oldest to newest, the US presidents. So I'm going to drag my presidents down here. Let me see how I do. Uh-oh, nope, I have to try again. Let me see. Yay! So immediate feedback for the students to see exactly what they have correct and what they do not have correct. Book widgets is such an easy tool. You can always reach out to me, support@bookwidgets.com. You can also reach out through the website, and I hope that you check out our blog. I love using book widgets. I hope that you all take a look at it, check it out, and have a great day. Uche, I'm not able to post the link in the comments, so I'm going to send you the link and hopefully for my presentation, and hopefully you will be able to share that with everyone. Would that be all right, Uche?
Yeah, no problem. It's
all right,
okay.
I'll go ahead and
send
you the link so that
sure.
everybody has it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I'm sorry. Once again, I've been experiencing technical glitches here. I've been off and on, but it's okay. I'm glad that you're able to share your presentation. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. Working on the book widgets, and I think it's really awesome. Everyone should try to explore it. It engages students and maximizes their learning outcome. Please, let's just try it out. Let me add some people to the screen because of the speakers. Okay. I'm going to call upon the next speaker to have the stage now. The next speaker is going to be, she's not here, but I'm going to maybe share my screen. I don't know if it's going to allow me. Professor, hello?
Yeah, I think, ma'am, you have taken my name.
Yeah,
I
you're
can hear
here.
you.
Yeah,
All right.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm
after
so
Professor,
sorry if I didn't pronounce your name so well. Please, the stage is now, please,
yeah.
before the network. kicks me out.
Sure, sure,
So you
sure,
have 10 minutes, introduce yourself, minute, walk us through the what you have for us. The stage is all
sure.
yours now.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thanks a lot for this amazing opportunity. Yeah, Shari ma'am, book budget was actually it was amazing, wonderful, wonderful, and even I believe that I'm going to use that. So wonderfully linked, and yeah, of course you won. So wherever we have just started with that, and if I talk about my skills, so it was completely quite different when Ucha ma'am said that you have to do as like I do all things practically. So how like what are the connection with the digitalization? How we have to do, but if I talk about the importance of it and how we do, so that is something that absolutely we are also using Zoom and StreamYards and everything. So I give dialogue dramas to my students. So we just recently we are playing space thing. So what we all students like I asked to my all students like now we are going to be launching rocket and we are going to be in a space, we are going to be astronauts, and we have to do the conversation accordingly. So similarly they just virtually keep changing their backgrounds accordingly, and then we behave, we do all the role plays, and that's quite wonderful thing. So if I give you one big example, so that they have like and so they have even came up with a very good ideas, because like one of my student changed, and I said why you did it the greenery. So he said that now we are in other planet, ma'am, and now we have that greenery on this planet that which we have made that hydrated things. So this is something they are doing with the visualization. So it's a second thing what I believe that with this we are doing worldwide interaction, like from you all of you, all the excellency dignitaries, that now we are connected from means each one of you. So we have like we can connect, we can learn from each other. So that is completely open now for us. Advancement in science and technology, where like if we say before the pandemic boom, like it was not that, but now the online mode, we could say now education becomes so popular. I believe that when there was like a bit of the like the time which came, it was completely like online study. So we really started feeling in the middle of that now there will be lots of loss. But no, I believe that this after this pandemic boom, we have got education mode amazingly, all because of this digital education, because we all got connected, we have learned. Now they haven't got the teachers from only also from their country, from all over the world. See, all we all are there to train them together. So this is something wonderful. Like wherever I invite my different guests and connect them with the so they can do it wherever our studies. Like we have institute edutainment, spoken English and smart classes. So we do completely with the technical like technique with edutainment, education plus entertainment. So of course there's not so much techno savvy, but we should do it. So here we just they're the complete image, and we are giving them like a here of course that's complete like letters is given, and then there's some pictures. But similarly we are doing some actions, so where they can learn, and after out of the digitalized they could learn it. So similarly if I give the example, so if I teach the preposition, so it is in this way: in, on, under, in front of, behind, next to, between, above it, below it, around it, beside it, up it and down it, inside it, outside it, across it, against it, near it, except it. So everything is into so much action. Even like we are like touching the great heights, because I believe that when before it I was even not so much connected to this like advancement. But yeah, when it comes to a good teacher, so we really need updation, adoption, side knowledge. And no chalk and talk methods are no longer now, because they are actually connected with this, and they are learning more than that. Where they have similarly like like if it's a bounded, but now they're independently learning everything. So they are learning more lively. But still for me, I say running behind technology a lot. We are just losing something as a physically manpower and technical glitches which we can face every each and every time, most of the time. And moreover I believe that, but still now world is going to completely change, and soon it's going to be digitalizing everything. It's not about the education, it's about everything. So for that we have to be ready, we have to go with the eyes exercises and different things. So we could do this. But moreover what we could do is just we should add up some physical activities also. So similarly side by side in the displays, everything everything will work, that things are coming. Okay, they could visualize it, they can see that, but moreover they can do act, and then they can learn it. So their involvement should be there, that their body and mind should get engaged together. And this is what we believe. If I could say about my like teaching method, so I have a different kind of things, like, as I just said, dialogue, drama, even we do with the singings and rappings also. So soon I made, so if I just let you know some of the lyrics. So I taught them with the water cycle. So it's like, when the water goes up and it's come back down, the water cycle going round and round, water cycle. When the water goes up, it's evaporation. When it's come back down, it's possible. So similarly, what they are doing, instead of learning the Bollywood and all those songs which they couldn't understand those lyrics, so they can go for the educational things and they could learn it moreover, and slowly, gradually, they could also make it. So when they could see the lyrics and tune up, and that one words how it's coming, and then they could copy it accordingly. So so this is how they are doing. So similarly, we are using every other thing. I believe that sometimes even StreamYard, Zoom, Google Meet, even I'm giving you the WhatsApp also, that you have to go with the audio recording, video recording. So everything they should know, that okay, if wherever we are feeling some technical glitches, so we should go up and change another one. So we are learning different methods, different things, and again we will come up with the different apps, like what we are thinking for, that we could learn as it is. Ma'am has really came up with a nice one. So I believe that I'm going to take the help of that as well, like book widgets. So, and now also I'm going to learn more over, more things from that. So I'm so much thankful, eternal gratitude to Uche ma'am, that you have given me this opportunity to share my knowledge. Like, and this is, see, like when it comes to digital skills. So here in 21st digital skill, I'm sharing everybody from here itself. But if it would not be there, so I would have shared some of my students. Similarly, you all are sharing to us, so we are learning from each other worldwide. So this is the best thing. So gratitude, and have a great time. That's all from my side.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that wonderful sharing. Uh, honestly,
So
that's really good. I would like to have more of you to share more experiences, because why we are here today is to learn from each other, with and from each other. And that's learning does, in fact, is a continuous process. So I believe that what we are doing here is we are bridging the gap of this divide and promoting the SDG 4. So 2030, we are going to contribute our own quarter to the actualization of global goal agenda. Thank you so much for that wonderful sharing, and we are very grateful that you're here. So, without further ado, permit me to call upon the next speaker, which is she's Nana Peraltes from Georgia. I think let me try and if the network will permit me to share my screen. She's having issues too, but let me try and see if my system will allow me to do that, to share her presentation. Now, there? Yeah, she's
Yeah,
there.
I'm here. A lot of thanks for two last presenters. It was very interesting speech and the presentation
Nana,
also.
Nana,
Yes, dear Uche.
Nana, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hear
Okay,
you.
my screen, is it up now? Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
No, no, not yet.
Not yet. It's supposed to be up now. It's supposed to be up. Yeah, it's supposed to be up. I'm seeing it. Okay, please be here with you. Because of the network, but it is displayed on my screen. Any moment it will be up.
Yeah, it is audible now. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear Richard. Thanks for
Okay,
this
please go ahead.
opportunity. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for this opportunity. It is a big pleasure and honor for me. Best of luck to all of you. It was really a very interesting topic, and I would like to show you my presentation. The next slide, please. Yeah. A teacher or students stand at the blackboard with chalk in hand, while other students sit at their desks, sharpening paper and taking notes with their pens or pencils. You might imagine this scene in a classroom some years ago, but this is what a typical classroom still looks like in many schools. In other classrooms, however, students sit with laptops, tablets, or other devices completing interactive tasks online. Their blackboards has been replaced with an interactive whiteboard that serves as a blackboard, projector, and computer all in one. It is the differences between the traditional classroom and the high teach. Yes, it's really so. The next slide, please. Hundreds of digital education tools have been created with the purpose of giving autonomy to the students, improving the administration of academic processes, encouraging collaboration, and facilitating communication between teachers and learners, our students. It is simply impossible to ignore the Ferndahl's impact that modern technologies have on new generations of students. Children grow up with laptops, tablets, various gadgets, and modern digital systems, so they have long been ready for the modernization of education. With that in mind, the importance of technology in education only becomes more obvious. Learning styles have changed over the years, gradually introducing new technologies with the potential to improve teaching. Students readiness for technology in the classroom is excellent news because the digital age brings new challenges not only in education but in all other areas of life as well. Therefore, it is important that students learn to harness all the potential of modern society while still at school. The next slide, please. The area where I teach, the small area surrounded by villages where internet access is a bit difficult for students, and students living in high mountain villages cannot connection to internet. The state and the government are doing everything to help students and teachers solve this problem as well. We are offered different alternatives and we are trying to go step by step toward the 21st century. I try to learn all the news because if you want to teach, you have to learn too. I attend many informative trainings, conferences, and online meetings to provide news to my students and prepare them to enter the wide arena of life. The next slide, please. Many teachers had to begin using different platforms on a daily basis, often with little to no training. My favorite is Zoom. The best Zoom features for students and teachers, although many people are familiar with the platform's basics and these points, there is always more to learn. Zoom. With this app, you can transfer your Zoom recording and transferring to your Google Drive account. The native Zoom whiteboard feature will allow you to share a whiteboard that you and other participants can note on. Zoom also has a webinar chat function that allows the host, co-host, teachers, or lecturers and attendees of students to communicate through text for the during of the session. Enabling chat is a great way to encourage discussion and collaboration, whether it is in the classroom or a business setting. The Wikipedia search chat app for Zoom allows you to search for Wikipedia articles direct from your Zoom chat channels and share them with other users in the channel. Zoom allows you to schedule meetings also so that each occurrence uses the same meeting ID and settings. You can schedule these meetings in daily, weekly, and monthly also. The next slide, please. The next slide, please, dear Uche. Yes, thank you. The importance of technology in education is
Please hold on.
no problem. Thank you, dear. The importance of technology in education is particularly evident when it comes to the development of critical thinking. Different educational approaches allow students to express themselves in original ways, thus arriving at different solutions. In that process, they approach information critically, thinking about each available piece of information to reach the desired result. The place that used to belong the textbooks and notebook is now occupied by tablets, videos, animations, internet, audio recording, and so on. This way, students can communicate in a way that is most familiar and reliable to them. So, even you have shy students or those who struggle with teamwork now have the opportunity to shine and achieve better result. And the last slide.
I think.
Thanks for your
Thank
attention.
you so
Uh,
much, Nada. Nana,
so sorry for I'm a
for this
little.
one.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah,
for listening. Thank you for attention. I'm a little nervous because I have some problems, but I think I
yeah, you're done with your.
can.
Let me just presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Best of luck to all. Wish you peace, health, and love.
It's all right. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for the screen to come up. I will um a speaker from Ukraine. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, ma'am. So you can start. You can start. No issues. Actually, ma'am is facing some network
Okay.
issues.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, please. I'm having a technical glitches here. The network is so poor. So this is a presentation by one of our speaker from Yelena from Ukraine. She sent her presentation because of the current scenario in that part of country and surroundings. So she uses Office 365 platform during before and after pandemic. So I'm going to walk through. So distance learning on Microsoft Office 365 platform. So it's a kind of a if Night Economic University named after Vadim Hetman by Prokhorova, Associate Professor, Management Department. Okay, so he actually recorded, but the network is so poor. Okay, this is general information. Distance and blended learning before COVID. Distance learning percentage. MS Office 365 potential for distance learning. Okay, it is a university's mission to contribute the development of the society by means of the scientific research, the generation and dissemination of new knowledge, and the training of competitive specialists and creative.
Okay, it's a university mission to contribute the development of the society by means of scientific research, the generation and the dissemination of the new knowledge, and the training of competitive specialists and the creative personalities. We can go for the next slide, ma'am. Okay, no issues. Ma'am is facing some network issue. Already I had bit of the talk with her. So we were actually already connecting with the ma'am. Actually, she is from Ukraine. Yelena ma'am, Yelena ma'am, and you must be knowing that everybody is facing some problem with this. So, yeah, because of that, we were trying to read her part that which she has shared with us that she couldn't join, so she has shared with us. Okay, so till that ma'am is joining, I should ask other from different places. So we have Veena ma'am from Dubai. Veena ma'am from Dubai. Our next
Happy
panelist.
evening,
Yes,
everyone.
please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mathiji. Thank you very, very much. It was amazing listening to you, and also to Miss Cheryl, and also the rest of the speakers. And I really like the way you said that you teach children in the way you sing a rap song and all. So yeah, I really like that techno thing, because nowadays children,
Okay.
they're a lot into the techno world, and they want a little fancy stuff, while they're learning and all. So yeah,
Absolutely.
greetings to each and everyone, to all the speakers, and all the best to all the speakers who are yet to come. And it was amazing listening to the previous speakers as well. And all right, technical glitches do happen. That's why uh, we are here to stay. We are here to cooperate, and we are here to continue. The show must go on, as we all know. Hi, everyone. My name is Veena Arvani, and I'm a skills trainer. I'm a trainer for radio jockey, anchoring, public speaking, communication skills, motivational speaking, and I do a little bit of passionate singing as well. and that's my hobby. At the same time, I love learning. Now, when we talk about learning, let's come to the best part of learning. I always tell my children, my students, that whenever you speak from your heart, as we say in Hindi. बात जब दिल से निकलती है तो दिल तक पहुंचती है, जो जहन से निकलती है वो जहन तक ही रह जाती है, which means when you speak from your heart, you reach to the heart of millions. And when you speak just with your mind, it just stays in the mind forever though, but it never reaches along with the feelings, right? The message is not sent along with emotions and expressions. Ladies and gentlemen, today I was told to talk about the entrepreneur skills. As we all know, we are trainers, educators, right? But at the same time, we also are somewhere, we are entrepreneurs. We have our small scale business, we have our small institutes or schools, or somewhere we are as teachers, we have so many people working under us and also above us. So when we talk about skills and entrepreneur skills, or as a skill of someone who is actually in a position to handle the people working under you. So, the first skill I would like to discuss is the skill for foreseeing the future, a risk taker. An entrepreneur must know what risks can be taken and to what extent, and should be able to foresee that the risk which could be taken should not affect your basic business, which is actually going on at the moment. It could be your educational. Now, because we're in the educational field, let's talk about the educational business. It should not harm your educational business. It should able to sustain even then, after you probably go for a loss or something somehow, if things go in wrong place. Although an entrepreneur makes sure that everything should go in place, all the cards must go hand in hand, place in place. And then I think there is one more skill which I would like to discuss. There has to be an inner drive, just to succeed. Because when an entrepreneur is so confident and knows the pros and cons of the steps which are to be taken in future, they also have to, an entrepreneur should have that inner thing to succeed. And when that inner thing comes with a succession, like, oh my God, I need to succeed here and there. But whenever an entrepreneur does that, there are so many things which might not at times fall in place. Then what should an entrepreneur do? Yes, then he or she should adopt another thing, or should have that skill. And by the way, when we talk about skills, I would like to mention, which I normally even tell my students, which is really an important part, that skills are taught, but traits are possessed. So when we talk about skills, you can easily adapt them as an entrepreneur, right? And when we talk about the next step or the skill that I'm going to talk about, that is patience. Now, in order to succeed in life, we need to have some sort of patience somewhere. And when we talk about education, we have to have a lot of patience when we are actually training the children, as they are able to understand or not. Have they got what we are saying? Because everyone, has a different pace of understanding. There are children who just understand, like we say, read between the lines. There are children who are just understand in just, few words. But then there are children or the students, you have to actually give them a larger explanation for understanding those minute things. So everyone's got their pace of understanding. But as an entrepreneur, you have to have your patience also, because patience is the key to success. But do not keep so much of patience that your competitors come and grab your opportunities. You need to keep patience, and you should know where to actually come out of that, when to be a bit impatient and just grab the opportunity. And when we talk about opportunity, an entrepreneur should be an opportunist as well. Opportunist in the way that we talk about, should be techno savvy. Now, we as educators and trainers, we also have become techno savvy, because nowadays being techno savvy has become an essential element, ladies and gentlemen. Because earlier, when we used to teach our children offline, we never even thought about this techno world, that the all the children, each and every child, would just switch to the techno world. Where there were days when we used to tell our children, Please stay away from those phones. You're going to spoil your eyes. You're going to, spoil your health because of the radiations and all. But now we as parents are gifting them phones. Baby, please attend your classes. Without this, there is no go. Although thanks to COVID, that they got attached to the techno world. But nevertheless, as we say, everything has some positive outlook towards that way. Now, because we all became techno savvy, the children became, and here we are to stay and connect with each other from every part of the globe and share our views and opinions, as to how are we going to grow, as an individual and trainers and teachers in this techno world, hand in hand along with education. Now, when we talk about education and entrepreneurs, there is one more thing, that entrepreneurs are great risk takers. As I said, they know where to and how much to take and where to draw a line for a risk. Then there has to be also curiosity, as they say, a curious learner. One of our very well known scientists said that you have to be curious as a child to actually learn in the world. And then once you are a good learner, then you're even able to reflect that in your teaching. So we need to take care as an entrepreneur. We need to be extremely curious as well. Also being open minded, we need to be open minded. When we say open minded, that means we should keep our learning windows open. As an educator and trainer, we should keep our learning windows open as to grasp and filter good information. Yeah, when we say open minded, we don't let everything just come into our head and just, there's a cocktail in our head and all that. No, what you need to do is you need to filter those and get the best. As an entrepreneur, you should be able to analyze what's going to benefit you and what's not going to benefit you. Moving on, then you also, as an entrepreneur, need to be time conscious. Like you have to set your small term goals and long term goals, thinking that, okay, in this period of time, I should accomplish this one. And as an entrepreneur, it's really, really a must. In fact, I would say for every individual, you need to set up goals, guys. And obviously, when we talk about goal setting, it's another great topic. As a skills trainer, one day when I get an opportunity, I will talk about goal setting, small term and long term goals. But when we talk about entrepreneurship, I would like to also mention I have combined everything in a very small formulae, okay, and that's called ICRO. ICRO. Now, here for me, I stands for initiative. An entrepreneur must know where to take initiative and how to take the initiative that's going to benefit his or her business in all the ways. The educational field that we're talking about, yes, I'm talking about the educational business. And simultaneously, when I say ICRO, I stands for initiative and C stands for creativity. So we need to be very creative and we should be ready for changes, because there are many people I have seen, they are very stern about change. They just want to go with the things that have been going on and on and on and on. Things don't work like that, guys. We need to change ourselves as an entrepreneur, trainer, and the educator. At the same time, when I say ICRO, R stands here for me is recreation and renovative. When I say renovative, that means whatever you're doing at the moment, you need to, like how we stay in an old house, again, we want to renovate it for a new feeling. Similarly, we need to renovate with our skills as well. The more you renovate, the more new you feel. The more new you feel, the more new ambience you create for the rest of the world, right? And then you have to be an opportunist, as I just mentioned. ICRO, the last one is opportunist, and you have to be opportunist in what? In thinking. As they say, the first two things gets everything, right? The first two things gets everything, but that thinking only comes into action when we start implementing on that. And that's all from my side. Thank you very much. I hope I could send the right message to all of you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. And wow, what a wonderful event. How wonderfully you have explained it. So it was amazing, and about inner drive, renovate skills. So that's quite a different way you came up, the way you taught, and an entrepreneur came. So absolutely, we are talking about the education, but yeah, the moreover, the most important here we have to look out the entrepreneurship. patience, and the most important, positivity which you have brought it up. So that's the different variation which you came up with. And goals, yeah, we are waiting for your goals, short term and long term one, and soon we are going to hear that. So that's really really wonderful. Today I'm learning a lot from all of you, Excellency. Now our next Excellency, High Excellency, Professor Riahi Hadia from Tunisia. Ma'am, are you there with us? Yeah. Professor
Yes,
Riahi.
welcome. Yes, welcome. Priya Hayeja from Tunisia. I'm a
Thank
French teacher. I'm French teacher in preparatory school, and I'm a trainer of all Arabic groups. In fact, I'm a trainer too in Tunisian groups, Tunisian association, and I'm ambassador of many applications like Wakelet, Bansi, and other. I'm a teacher, educator, qualified teacher about many applications like Flipgrid, Mouth, Nearpod, and good success last year. And every year now, I'm trying to share my experience to all teach in the world, and to show how I use all those tools. But it's good to have or to know how to use tools. If you don't work with in classroom, that means you have not realized success really. For me, my students are best student in my school and perhaps in the world. Why? Because they work hard. They love working as me, and they use all application to give me response, to realize project, to share their work, to join all webinar, my webinars and the webinars in general, to learn like their teacher. I don't have one day without learning about application, about teacher innovative in the world, and to share my experience with colleagues, then to find a solution, to collaborate together, to join their classroom, and I invite all teachers to join my classroom to realize project together, like a twinning project. My school is a twinning school, and we have success to have label quality, national and international, European label quality, and thus encourage my students to work together, to share their knowledge. This month in Tunisia and in Arabic, all Arabic countries, we are working about Arab Code Week, and my students have participated last year in the first session, and this year in the second session, and they succeed to help teacher, informatic teacher, to join the application, to have an account, to present an activity, and then to give certificate to their student. You see, when you are loving what you do, your student be a trainer with you. And really, I'm proud of my student. We participate at any webinars, and we evaluate our work about all application by using class points. And you see, my students are the first students in the world who have a certificate from me about class point. And I have the permission of class point to give my student certificate because they work hard in this application, and they try to help one another. In fact, we have in our classroom a good student, and we have a bad student. That means they're enabled to participate, to present their idea, to discuss with other. So by application like Flipgrid, I love Flipgrid because in video in Flipgrid, my student success to give their idea, to participate in project, to present their video, to be in the same classroom with all students. So when we success to give a student a chance to be an innovative student, to use all application to join classroom, to work together, to present his work, his project to the teacher, and to show to all students in classroom that they are able to work together, that they are able to discover this application or all application. We work with Bansi, we work with Wakelet, we work with Flipgrid, we use ClassPoint, we work with Arab Week, Arab Code Week, European Code Week, Twinning. So you see, when we help students, they success to be really a good student, and they use really net in the best way. You see, every year we are discussing about net and the advantage and the disadvantage, and how to protect our student from the bad using of net. So with my student, I found the best solution. They are working hard using net, but in the best way. So I'm proud, and I hope that all teachers present today do like me. First, love what you do. Second, love your work, because when you are a teacher, you are having the best job in the world, I think. And then when your students are innovative like you have to see how to success in classroom. It's really a good moment that I share every day, every week in my clubs with my students, and I share our work with my students in Facebook and Twitter to show and to encourage all teachers to do like me. After 30 years of working as a teacher, I think in the 2 last years, I have changed. Really, I changed very the best way. I'm proud of my work in those 2 years, because with COVID, I found that all teachers in the world must change their methodology, their work, their presentation, their tools, because we are in innovate period, and we must be like our students. We must change our life. We must be an innovate teacher. And thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I believe even your students are very proud to have as an innovative, intellectual, and such an amiable teacher. The smile you carry, so that really makes, like, the time day the way you work. So evaluating applications and like discovering all apps which you're doing. So that's amazing part. Yeah. And similarly, you said
I
that
hope that English teacher don't
yeah.
be nervous, because I'm a French teacher, and try to use English to join webinars like today. So if there's mistakes, don't worry. It isn't because I'm an
I do
English teacher,
understand.
right? I'm a French teacher. So uh, uh, don't be nervous about words that I use incorrectly.
That's really okay, ma'am. Though it really depends that the way you said that we should love the what would that whatever we do, and that's more makes us more passionate. So that's really wonderful. And congrats to your students for those achievement. And you said that they are the first one from your side that who who did it. So so this is something, the opportunity which we create and make them up to do. So that's wonderful. Now I would like to call our another dignitary, Violeta Panner from North Macedonia. Violeta, ma'am, are you there with us?
Yes,
We're
I've been
so curious
following
to hear
this
you.
webinar,
Yeah.
yes, for a long time. I hope I'm
Yeah.
audible.
Absolutely
Um,
audible. And so
yes,
visible, very
thank you
audible.
to all for taking part in this kind of collaborative product for promoting technology into classroom, especially nowadays when we have COVID and other issues. Um, Thank you for previous speakers, Vina, Madi, Nana, and Riali. So they've been talking about theory of teaching with technology and pedagogy, which is behind. Well, I would like Cheryl talk about the practice which lies during the process of education. So I'd like to share my screen.
Well, I think, ma'am, it might not be possible. You have to do without that because ma'am is facing some network issue. So will it be possible?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm visible. I'm audible. Yes. So
Absolutely, ma'am.
maybe
Absolutely.
I would turn off my camera for not having technical glitches or issues, and I will continue with my Wakelet. So I'm not going to talk the way the tools are done. So you can see 10 or a dozen of them listed in the upper column, and there is introduction and guidelines for each of them. I will share the presentation afterwards with also that everyone can share time more than, because I've got only 10 minutes to present. I'm just going to present my products. So I'm Violeta Panev. I'm from North Macedonia, and a lot of greetings from Skopje, the native city. And we've got a very nice time here, sunny days, and I'm sending you love and sunshine. So let's start from the first one. This is Linoid, and this can be used. So as I said, I'm not going to explain the way they work because you've already have guidelines in the columns, but I'm going just to present the products we've made in eTwinning projects, and we've been awarded for quality labels from United Union, and we've came eTwinning school. So this one is used for just leaving notes to partners and about the topic you are talking to. Just take a leaf from here, write on it, and paste it into the Canva wall. Okay. Then we've used this one for making poems as well, and for greetings for the New Year. So kids were making their New Year's card, and they've pasted as pictures, and they've sent to distance partners in the other countries who were collaborating in the project as well. So this is another kind of user. And the third is using this tool for giving feedback about the project. So this is our school, and we've been done some recipes, and this is me, and I've left here kind of feedback for the project and my story jumper book. So there are different uses. It's we have to be creative, as you said. Okay, let's try once more. Be patient. I'm going to restart it. Again. Okay. Okay, takes time to present all of the links here. And the last one is about the project report. So it gives me the last one. Let me see this one. Yes, this is logos about the kids. They've been doing their logos, and we have applied all the logos on the Canva walls. So the project name was SWOT Scouts, and they were competing and giving points. Okay, we go back. So the second, third, and the fourth, even the fifth one are Flipsnack, Lameo, Issue, and Story Jumper. They are kind of ebooks. So, for example, about the food dictionary. Okay. Here it is. We've been using this for a lot of languages: Turkish, Macedonian, Polish, Ukrainian, Portuguese, and English. We've been doing a food project, and we've put all the words inside the dictionary so that students can learn easily. Okay. So many of them. I have to close. Okay, self-evaluation, Flipsnack for self-evaluation. I hope you can see all of it. Yes, this is evaluation of my work during the COVID and education. I've put some questions to the kids, and they have been giving me answers. And it's in Macedonian, but you can see just my evaluation and percentages, statistical issues about the questions during the COVID time, the way of teaching with these technical tools, whether they have been interested, the way the program was realized, etc., etc. So, okay, Calameo, the third one is also very interesting. We have had the Future magazines, and this one is also interesting, Corona Stories. So this is ebook. So we all partners from the school on the project. We had online initiatives and some suggestions about how to stay safe, what to do. They've been making comics, very interesting for them because it attracted their attention, and they did it perfectly during that time because they were staying home. We had lockdown, the schools were off, and we were connecting only online. So it's maybe 80 pages. I'm not going to list them all. And I'm going to come back to see other use of Calameo. This is an echo play. Okay, it's closed. Environmental place by two kids. They made their stories and put into the column mail. You just have to have PDF and put it inside, and it can show everything which is on the PDF. So two guys made this story, and we put it in this online book. Next one is issue. Okay. This one is interesting. Okay, let's try. If I'm running out of time, please tell me. Okay, this is the summer break, which is what was end of the project, and I had to do some projects summary report. What are we've been doing for 12 months, the content, and I've put all the activities and the products in different months during the year, and the process of realization, what we did, because usually eTwinning project requires us to do as a finalization. These are the countries that took part in the project. So all projects are lovely indeed. And kids, I must say, they enjoy these tools. I'm going to skip this one, not to run out of time. Story Jump is another one. The kids made emotions book. We were talking about emotional intelligence. And okay, I'm going to show this one because it's a part of my culture and Macedonian food. So the kids were making their meals. They were talking about different food in every country as a cultural background. So it was a specialty, and salads from our country. This is made by the students. Me as a mediator was always helping them, but the content is of the students. So they made preparations of some dishes and sweet things in the end, as it comes at the end of the menu, the preparations, and that's it. Okay, I hope you see all of them because I'm navigating through the tools, and that's why I use this Wakelet, because it's very appropriate for me and for the kids, not only for presentation, but to store all products and everything you do in it. Netboard is an interesting one. What I used it for was didactic guide. So you can put all PDFs here. We're talking also about the projects, and these on the right side are the teachers that use their lessons in emotional intelligence, and one of it is this my lesson, the way it is been proceeding in during the education project. And if I list all of this, they can show the same. Okay, Netboard is another one. Values and stories. Yes, what have you been doing here? It was the Day of Languages in this year. It's from our school, and the stories we've written with some appropriate photos and pictures by the kids. They enlisted their works. These are the stories from our culture, and we were celebrating the Day of Languages because I'm an English language teacher, and it was the day to celebrate. Okay. I hope that you know learning applications, and it's very appropriate for kids for having fun and to do the games by them. Okay, these are games, crosswords, and connected with food project, and I'm going to choose this one. So this is something that Andre has done, and he put some pictures and words, and for someone to, okay, I don't know the order, but I have to play. Okay, this is carrot, picture, carrot, word, so they can learn the words in English and do some activities in the food project. So this learnings apps is very applicable for this use. Next one is Padlet. I think all of you know Padlet. I'm going to click this one. This is for presentation. Yes, I've got the project Fresh World, Fresh and Me, and all these kids were doing their presentations in English about eco issues around the world. If you click on one of it, it's in the PDF, so you can list all presentation and they can present to the class. Okay, I'm not going to list all of them, just to make you a way to see the ways we use them in the project. Padlet also can be used for dissemination after the project. So these are the presentation. We've been in Erasmus projects across the world and collaborating with students from Spain, Croatia, and Italy, and these are their presentation after they came back to their home after they have been to Spain. And okay, just to click one to see what the kids have made. It takes some time. Okay, so this is okay, a visit to Spain, what they have seen, where they have been, so how many days and who took part. So this was our team, and what have they been doing day by day in Spain, and it was about the emotions. It was very interesting for them. Okay, I think it's enough for Padlet. I go to the next one. So you can scroll this horizontally or vertically. This one is Canva. It's used a lot in our project. And this is the guide. First one is about the presentation. You can set up your presentation and everything you have, and you can set it to be enlisted by itself, or you can go and scroll it page by page. It was about biodiversity. Kids have made their works and they were made a compilation in this Canva as presentation. This one also is interesting. You can make video in presentations. So you can't hear the noise at the moment, but you can see the presentation. It's moving. It was about the feedback of a project in an interesting ways. It's got some statistical issues and numbers about the questions we've posed to students and what they have learned about the pollution environment. This is the future project, and it was also on TwinSpace. Okay, not to get all the questions. Next one is Jamboard. This one is very simple to use and very interesting for kids to navigate. You can make a poster, you can make some pages. The helping tools are on your left side. You can upload pictures and write on the board, and you can list here. So the kids are having left their suggestions about how to be safe. So how to be safe while using the tools, what to do. Usually it's celebrated in February. This is the month of e-safety. Okay. Every of the kids talked about e-safety. Okay, Wakelet is something that I use, so I can paste the Wakelet here, section into section. So this presentation I put here just to show you that you can copy and paste your presentation wherever you like. I've used Wakelet because it's COVID time, for some activities. This is part of the future project. So all of these activities are imported into one, and you can enter whatever you like and go inside. For example, I'm going to click this one, and this is the procedure of the work, activities, what kids have to do, some PDFs format and videos to watch, and they are put in phases, in activities, and they can open all of them and see the lectures before they do their task. Okay. And this is interesting also. I would like you to see, because this is my video lessons I've been doing in Wakelet. During the lockdown, I couldn't reach the kids. This was the only way. I've made the videos by myself. So the kids have the link only once, only one link, and they can reach all these videos that I have made for them. They can enter the video and listen to it. So this is phase by phase. Here we've been learning about clothes. It's about 30 minutes long, all of the videos. I just wanted to show you that you can import even videos and put them in the files for kids to watch. Wakelet is very interesting. I'm doing this all, which I'm showing today, on Wakelet as well. And the last one is Symbolo. Yes, if you have a lot of tools, because I don't have time to talk more, but we use a lot of tools, and if you don't have time, you just can go here, and all of the tools are here, and you can paste the things that you've been doing. So this is line I have already presented to you, Poplet, Canva, and all of them. So you can register, get into, and paste the work, so not to navigate more easily and not to get lost in the tools. So it would be all from me. I hope you would like my presentation, and we'll use
Absolutely, ma'am, and
some
not
of
like.
them. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I just will copy the link for everyone in order to use or see the guidelines and videos. Thank you, Uche, for having me here. I'm very pleased to take part in this collaborative project by your side, because we've been sharing positive practice in school during this time, and I would like to thank all before me, and to take care, be safe, sending love.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And even we are so fortunate to have you here, because lots of hard work for smart studies we could see here. So a huge round of applause, like very, very literally, so insightful, really incredible presentation. lots, and we have checked out many links, and I do believe that if you could share to us, so we will check it out once again, because so many links we haven't open, we couldn't see open one. So of course we would go through it, so that it's going to be amazing. So yeah, could you please stop sharing that, ma'am? Have you done that?
I think yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so here we go. Now next we have Naveen sir. Naveen sir, are you there with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
there. I'm there.
yeah, please, Naveen sir. So yeah, kindly present your ideas. We are very curious to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure, and I thank Ushay to invite me on this platform. See, I will talk about a very unique subject, which is graphoanalysis and graphotherapy. It is actually a handwriting analysis, reading of the mind of a person through the strokes in the handwriting. This is what is graphoanalysis. See, now we have all heard of graphology. It's a basic science where we are normally comparing two handwritings, whether they belong to the same person or not. Suppose there are frauds in the bank, or if someone is forging some signature, then they will appoint graphologists to check whether actually a fraud has been done and whether actually there has been a forged signature or not. Graphoanalysis is one step ahead, where we are analyzing the personality and character of a person through the strokes in the handwriting. Now, see, not many people are aware about this subject, but it's a very old subject. We have all heard about Greek scholar Aristotle. He was one of the first persons who actually found a link between the mind and the handwriting. He used to say that handwriting is actually mind writing, and whatever is there in our mind, it comes out through the pen and through the pen on the paper. See, unfortunately, the awareness did not develop much throughout the world, but yes, there are countries in Europe and America who are using this science for corporate placements. They get handwritten applications from the candidates, and they are able to assess the personality of a person even before the interviews. So it's an amazing subject where you are able to analyze the handwriting. Through the handwriting, you are able to analyze the character of a person, the personality, the traits of a person in complete accurate details. See, now what all we can analyze, it is anything related to your traits, like the way you will think, how you will respond in what situations, whether you are a slow thinker, whether you are a fast thinker, uh, of how well your goals are defined, whether you are a short term planner or you have some well defined long term goals, whether you are creative, whether you are actually using the creativity which you have, or some of your talents is not being utilized to the full extent, whether you are sensitive, whether you are short tempered, how strong is your willpower. And if we go to slightly serious traits, we can even see whether a person is greedy, whether the person has jealousy, and even strokes of depression and even suicidal tendencies can be easily seen through the strokes in the handwriting. Now, what is most important is, after the analysis, what if we are just analyzing a person and leave it at that? It is not helping the person in any way. Okay, the person will just say, yes, you have really analyzed my trait very accurately, but it is actually not helping the person to utilize the positive traits more creatively or come out of the negative traits which the person has. So the next step, which is most important, is the graphotherapy, where you are actually consciously making effort to change some strokes or some letters, the way you are writing some letters in the handwriting, which has a direct impact on your subconscious, to actually change you. See, it's a proven science, because see, remember, this is not my business. It is a passion which I am pursuing. If the results were not there, probably I would have given up pursuing this science long back. But the results actually come. And let me repeat, the writing process or the therapy process is just to practice 5 minutes a day. I am repeating 5 minutes a day because these days we don't write, we hardly write. We are all on laptops, we are on computers, we are typing and we are texting. The days of writing have actually gone, except maybe the students who are still getting an opportunity to write. So what is required is practicing the changed strokes only 5 minutes a day, and you will be able to see the change in yourself within a period of about 3 to 4 weeks. This is the amazing part of the therapy, and this is the main part where I specialize. It is the therapy through which you are able to analyze and correct your negative traits so that you become a better person. I'll just give a very small brief demo of how it goes, just a very brief demo. See, this is a chart. You will see that this is a chart, writing going to the left, writing straight, and writing going towards the right. A straight handwriting depicts a person who has well self control, not really showing the emotions. A right slant handwriting shows a person who is very expressive. A left slant handwriting shows a person who is an introvert and may generally not express emotions or feelings. Now, this is the different ways in which we are writing M's and N's. Now, you see the second line, you will see that M's and N's are ending in a point at the top. This indicates a person who has a sharp mind, a person who will grasp anything instantly and very fast. Uh, Here you will see in the third line, inverted V's can be seen in the M's and N. This indicates a person who has curiosity for learning. Now in the top line, you will see rounded M's and N's. This is the way we were taught to write in schools. This shows a person who is a slow thinker. There is nothing wrong in a slow thinker. Slow thinker is a person who takes time to understand something, will require to study and restudy something which before really understanding or getting the depth of the subject. Now these are some upper strokes. You will see some strokes are having loops. Like this one has a very big loop. Now, bigger the loop, upper loop, more sensitive the person is. A person who will take things to a heart, or a person who is compassionate, who feels for others. Now, here you will see there are various ways in which we have written A's and O's. Now, here you will see a rounded O which has got a loop there. This sort of loop indicates a person who is secretive, will generally not show feelings, or you will not know what is going on in their mind. Now, if this stroke coming in a student, I would say it's a negative stroke, because if students don't share, how can we guide them? But at the same time, if this stroke appears in a person who is mature enough, then we can also say that the person is trustworthy. Because don't you think, if a person is secretive to the extent desired, then the person can also be considered as trustworthy. Now in the last line, you will see that there are some double loops also. This sort of double loops, if coming in the handwriting, this is a dangerous trait. This indicates people who are dishonest or who are cheats. They might be having a habit of lying also. Now, here you will see there are some strokes, a straight down stroke like this indicating determination, a big loop like this indicating a person who is very creative. I'm going very fast, because the time is short, but just to give you an idea, these are the various ways in which we write T's. Now, T has a very important factor in the analysis of the handwriting. Now, here you will see that T bar going towards the top, this shows an ambitious person. A T bar going low indicates person who lacks confidence or has self-doubt. A T bar going to the right indicates short-tempered. T bar going to the left indicates procrastinative person, a person who has habit of delaying things. So this is how the analysis is done, and thereby we give small corrections in the strokes of the handwriting, whereby you can actually get over your negative traits. Now, a common query which I get is, a lot of people will have this query, that what about signature? Many people say that if you change your signature, you slant it upwards and you put line and two dots, that you will actually improve yourself. It's nothing like that. It is the analysis of the full handwriting, the strokes, the number of time a particular stroke comes in the handwriting, that is the more prominent trait. Signature actually has got a very, very small part in the analysis and therapy of the person. It is, I should say, it has a negligible value in the proper analysis of the person, and therefore thereafter the therapy. So signature actually does not have much value in the analysis of the handwriting. It is the entire handwriting. That is the reason when I analyze someone's handwriting, I request them to write a full page and send it to me, so that the strokes are accurately analyzed and the person can be guided properly for the therapy. So I hope I have been able to give you some idea about the science in this short presentation, and it was a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Not short, but very briefly, very nicely you have explained, and yeah, it was unique and different, which we could understand. So amazing, amazingly done. I could say all of you, Fountain had so intellectual dignitaries. You are literally a global teacher, and uh, your like students are so fortunate to have you. We all are performing learning, and that's more important. Wallet ma'am, could you please check out your WhatsApp once, because you have got the PDF, if you could share with us. Are you there with us, ma'am? Wallet ma'am?
You talking to me?
Yeah. We have
Well,
shared
I've got,
PDF.
yes, I've got this link which is on Wakelet. So it's not a
On,
PPT, but it's everything is there. So all presentation, all tool
yeah,
products.
no, we have shared you one more, so we want you to share. Kindly check out on WhatsApp. So we want you to share that again. Yeah.
So here it is.
Yeah.
I've already pasted in the chat.
Uh,
Do you see it?
okay, we have given you new one. Ma'am has actually shared, and she is facing some network issues. So yeah,
Okay, I don't see
yeah,
it.
yeah. On your WhatsApp, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't. I haven't received it because I haven't been in touch with Prokhorova office.
Yeah. Please open that, ma'am. Yeah. Kindly share with
Okay,
us.
I'll
Yeah.
try right now. Okay, it takes a.
Yeah, no issues.
Um. Okay.
Okay, all right. So
Now I'm
as it
going to
is,
share it. Slides.
Kill your calories. Don't kill your meditation.
okay, actually we are trying that.
अब आप एक्सेल
Yeah, there is a
Okay.
presentation actually.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. This is
we
it,
got
right?
it.
Can you see it?
No, we can't say it right now.
It says StreamYard is sharing a window. Is it another window open? Maybe. Okay, I'm going to stop
Yeah.
sharing and share it again. Please check
Sure.
whether. Okay, I've shared it.
Okay, but we couldn't see. Ucha ma'am, if you are there, can I just speak it up?
Yeah, sure. So this is made by Yelena Prokhorova, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She is
No,
the
no
associate
issues, ma'am.
professor. Yes. So she's
Yeah.
talking about distance learning on the MC Office. And let me,
Okay, I think it is shared, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. I can recite now if
yeah.
you want. No issues.
Okay.
So actually, as you know, we have in Ukraine, we are facing the problem. So we have the
Yes,
PDF with
yes,
us.
yes.
So right now we could share the content. Wherever in starting, I have shared it. So Yelena, ma'am has shared it. Here you can see the content KNEU Journal Information, Distance and Blended Learning before COVID-19. And the other one, Distance Learning Perspectives with COVID-19. MS Office 365 Potential of Distance Learning. We
Okay,
can
I
go
will
to the next
proceed
one.
for the third one. So the leading universities in economic education in Ukraine. It's the mission to contribute to the development of the society by means of the scientific research, the generation and dissemination of the new knowledge, and the training of competitive specialists and creative personalities. Even those times, teachers are having their presentations, so we are ready always to act. So she talks about 7 faculties and 3 institutes of international economics management, marketing, sociology, psychology faculty, accounting, economic faculty, management, law, information technology, institute of e-learning establishment, and credit and economics faculty. Next slide is about distance learning before COVID-19. She talks about distance form of education in bachelor, master, and doctoral students, and blending forms for full and part-time students. Distance learning from March was used for all students using Moodle, Office 365, email, Viber, Zoom, Coursera. So Coursera is a very useful site for mock courses and personal sites. So online diploma was defended online also by Office 365. Exams were issued in June when the school year finishes. Perspectives. All courses have to be prepared in Moodle for distance or blending learning in order to be ready for any changes in epidemic situations and quarantine limitations. Okay. Distance learning perspectives are lectures to be online only. So practical classes, half online. And so it's kind of blending learning when tutorials and lectures are giving online and they have some classes practical, maybe physically. Okay. So these are the products, and she show us the conversation with her colleagues, lecturers from the university, and all the formats and files she has. This is MC Office 365. On the left are the calendars and where you can enter the classes and set them for different time slots. We've been using this in our school as well. So this is to chat with her students. There is some chat and they can talk to all teams or groups. They have maybe first, second, third year of students. Next slide is what she has got in her what the documents she has stored, and this is her presentations during the university studies and the groups she has. So this is her. Hello to her. Wish her a lot of luck during this what shall I say, crisis in Ukraine, and we wish her well and to succeed all. Um, as teachers, we have this role to be peaceful makers and also changers. So this is this is attendance form. So she can record the attendance form of all students and then have it in her folder to see what students were present during the lessons. So this is all. We wish her well, and I will stop sharing because this is the last slide of her presentation.
Amazing, ma'am. We salute you for your passion. We can understand that how Ukraine is facing the huge problem, but still, the passionate educator never lag behind to come up and show the skills what really because it doesn't matter for us wherever the students are. We want everyone should be educated, so that's all. Like a teacher cannot be like a revolutionary fighter kind of thing, but yeah, they always want a peace where where we can learn, and we can check it out that how we could improve, enhance, and give those skills, and moreover humanity and love towards all the students, everyone. Because for us, all our students, for me, I could say I have a student from 5 years to 55 years, because like when it comes to personality development. But for me, all are just we could say that they are my students, they are my kind of kids. So I always behave like that. So we have many of the comments over there, if you could see on the Facebook. But like I couldn't scroll up like from front, but here we could see from Azira, Preeti ma'am, Maral in the face. They have like Razul. Everyone has greeted us and and said that yeah, means we all are doing amazing, great talks, and they want everything should be in peace. So very like wonderfully they all have commented and love, and I believe there must be more than 100 or 200 of live, and people are going to watch it again and again, because the way it is like you all have mentioned. So I could say that great, 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 all of you dignitaries. You all are the personality of distinct vision and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas, an idol of knowledge, an experience and inspiration for all of us. Accept my endless gratitude, feeling extremely gratified. I truly appreciate the remarkable opportunity, appreciation, and I could say entrusting me, ma'am, like on the spot. Might be you are facing, and I said, okay, I'll be the moderator, so no issues. We all are there for helping each other, as it is Violet or ma'am is just ready with the step of time. Yeah, okay, no issues. We'll do it. So this is something an educator, bring up how strong that we are ready anywhere, anytime. So I believe that every like after parents, we are the like second parents for everybody, that where we could teach them and we are ready for everything. So I would like to express my profound gratitude to all the dignitaries, team, and attendees. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today for the super enriching and informative session. A great, great time ahead. Keep smiling, keep shining, and do remember knowledge is a beginning, but no end. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mari, for being moderator. Perfect. Done.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. And special thanks to Dr. Uche, who had invited us here. And
Absolutely.
got us connected from, different parts of the world. So that is amazing. Thanks very much.
Exactly. Thank you, everybody. We'll come up once again with a new session with our intellectual members. So thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great time. Have a great time, all of you.
You too. You too.
Thank you. I'm going in the last, so thank you, everybody. Okay, I request to the IT team, we can like go over offline. Thank you so much.
Have we gotten that? Our top
We're
contributor from
trying
the
to hear
Facebook
you.
page.
Sorry, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Have you declared the top contributor? Can you hear me now? My
Uh,
audio was removed.
just
Could you
mm.
please declare contributor?
Yes, ma'am. I have declared that. I have declared that whosoever I can see, so I've declared them.
So who is the winner?
Winner from our commentators.
Yeah.
We have to look it out, ma'am, because the comments are still, we can't overview. It's going on still. Like it's continuous. People are just loving it. And we could say with almost like right now also the comments are continuing, with a wonderful
Be
session
out of our
and
okay. I, I'm so sorry everyone for the technical glitches. I really want to appreciate everyone. I just have a few minutes before it to go off again. I really want to appreciate all the panelists. I really want to appreciate all those that joined us for today's event. I'm so sorry. Today's network is something else. It has been off and on. Thank you so much, for the helping us a lot today. So let's go through the our Facebook live session to go through the chats to see who to declare who is the most contributor. That's how we normally do it after our event. We really compensate or appreciate the top contributor. So we want to declare the winner. Okay. Right.
Okay.
The things I'm even saying, my network is bad. I can't even say.
and ma'am, I
Please,
can't even
please,
when
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just
just
help
looking
me
At
at
the
the
out.
end of the
I couldn't even go through it
Just
because
help
it's
me
still
out.
people still are they are commenting.
No, the highest contributor does the comment that is more engaging. Oh my God, it's not opening again. Okay, we're going to find out and declare the winner. But we normally before we before we go out from here, Professor, right here, if your network is okay, could you please help me go through? Help me go through the charts to declare the winner.
I
Can you
will,
hear me?
yes, I will see.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, go through. Yeah, please go through.
Yes.
Go through the charts.
I
Let's
will
find the
go
winner before we go,
to,
before we call it a day.
wait a minute. Net at the end of the month is very bad.
Ma'am,
It's
like
having
we can
technical
see, but the thing
glitches.
is
So
this
it's
often.
everywhere.
Yeah, so the comments are like,
Everywhere
still.
problem of net. In the world, I think in the world,
Okay.
everyone is suffer from bad net.
Okay, no problem.
We will
Let's call it
find
a
the
day.
best,
After that, maybe I'll
was
go
the
to.
best month, and we will share
Yeah,
it now and after.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you. We wanted a keynote speakers, those that walk us through the tools. Honestly, most of I've learned a lot, though I've been off and on, but there's a lot. That's why we are here to learn with and from each other. No one knows it all. So from each other. So that's what we are here for. We shall continue to bridge this gap or to divide by integrating the 21st century learning skills. So let me announce few. I mean, they announce maybe say one or two things on the announcement that we have. 24 Digit Skills runs two major events. Apart from our next event is going to be sharing is caring every Thursday. With EduTech, we have EduTech leaders, those that are sharing their heart out based on their experiences, their teaching philosophies, their pedagogical approaches, and teaching styles. A lot that they could bring to the table that will really help us, to move on to that will help us to drive learning across to our diverse join us next week Thursday by 12 a.m. Nigerian time or 4:30 ST. Every Thursday is a weekly event, and the next one, just like the one we are having now, I just want to run now every Saturdays, but every fortnight Saturdays. So the next one that we're going to have is going to be next week of March. Next week they start for sharing is caring with global editor leaders, educators, and students as well. So please join us in this movement, bridging the gap of the essential learning skills and addressing the SDG issues. Join us on our Facebook. If you really want to participate on this as a keynote speaker, not hesitate to call our attention, open for everyone. Okay, everyone is eligible to participate. Thank you so much for joining us. Honestly, I sincerely apologize. Today's network has been so bad. Imagine I'm just speaking for the first time today. It has really pissed me off, but it is what it is. It's unpredictable when it's going to happen. I think
No issues, ma'am. We are there for each
weather
other all the
situation,
time.
But
weather has
us,
changed.
but
The winter has
the
really set
webinar,
in. Thank you.
yes, but the webinar was a successful
Thank you so
one.
much.
All speakers were
Wow.
excellent. Our teacher have many ideas to share. Really, it was a very good session.
Yeah. Wow, thank you. I'm so
Kudos,
happy.
kudos.
Honestly, I got emotional before considering what is happening to from Ukraine
Yes.
was just sharing with me that is getting closer to where they are. I was like, I got emotional. So, oh my God, and this network here, so please let's pray and do put them in your prayers to God to preserve and sustain those Ukraine people and the country and neighboring countries as well, so that there will be peace and peace shall be restored. Okay, thank you so much. She should be here with us today, but because of what is happening right, she were unable. Thank God that she even sent in her presentation before now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She really tried, honestly. We are sharing your as well. So that's why we are here, to have each other back. Okay. So when someone are in trouble, we really need to try our best to see what we can do to fix it. So thank God, I'm glad that her voice has been heard today. That is because I think that maybe later on when she replayed pre-recorded video, she heard her voice and she will be happy considering what she's going through right now. Thank you so much for having each other's back, and that's what educators do for each other. No matter what, we are one. I'm black, you're white. Some people are blue, black. What really matters is we got each other's back and we love each other, and that is what is important. And we are here to learn with and from each other. Thank you so much for. And before I draw the curtain to an end, I would really want to have the remaining speakers to have their final, parting words before we call it a day. So let me start with the impromptu moderator, Bosse. Please, let's hear you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I really loved it. Means, of course, like I wasn't like knowing, but yeah, I was always ready. Okay, yeah, no problem. If there's a problem, issues, I'm there for you. So always it happens. So because we understand like where we can present ourselves. So when it comes to anybody in any webinar, because so less, but so many times I do, but with the so some particular platforms. So it was again one of my favorite platform. I was like I was even thinking that when was the time I'm going to be there. But yeah, every other excellencies are connecting with me, and the day you were there, okay, now it's time to be there. So that's just wonderful to connect with all of you. And doing a random moderation made me again more happy because it was in again second opportunity. One speaker and was an my moderator. So I'm always be ready to be with you in the same way, and we'll rock it. We'll rock this. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You're already one of us. The windows are all open now. So thank you so much for that wonderful parting words. And together we can achieve more. So let me call upon Professor Riahi. Hey there from Tunisia to just say a parting words with us. The microphone is all yours now, Prof. Prof. Riahi?
Yes, I'm really proud to be here for a new time. Really, I discover every session many ideas, many experience, many innovate teacher, and I think I will collaborate. I will collaborate with many teacher who has present any application that I use with my student like Wattlet, Bansif, Lipigrid, Edmodo, Nearpod, ClassPoint. So there is really a way to work together, and I hope that we will have a project in which we will collaborate, and it will be with us a good collaboration with
Of
all
course.
teacher present today and the other session and the new session too. Why not?
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that wonderful input. That's why we are here for. After all, collaboration is one of the core learning skills. Definitely, we are going to collaborate. We have a lot of stuff. In fact, we have a lot of stuff cooking. They're all in the pipeline. So very soon it will start unveiling each other. Okay, we are here to work with and from each other to learn from each other.
Yes.
So without further ado, I'm going to let me try and see if our welcome video is going to play right now because it refuses because of my pawn network.
Played, man,
Let's
played.
see how it goes.
When I was lonely, you were with me. When I was silent, you spoke up for me. When I gave up, you gave me strength.
Thank you so much for having tuned in today's episode of Webinar Training. About it's a series. I'm so sorry. It's supposed to be played before we kickstart the event, but because of the network, imagine at the end, that's where the network is a bit stable. You can be able to hear my voice. I'm super excited. But I don't even, you guys don't even know how hyped I am because my voice has been heard at last. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I believe you have a lot of bags of takeaway you're going home with. And stay tuned next
Yes.
week for another blockbuster episode of
Allah.
Sharing is Caring, because you have accumulated the whole knowledge in this world without giving it back to the society. It doesn't make any sense. It's only when you share, you're contributing your quarter, giving back to the society. So let's share to one another, to learn from each other. That is what is important. So see you soon, same time next week. Our Triving Thursday, sharing is caring, and our fourth night Saturdays in April. Yeah, second week of March, not April, sorry. See you soon and do have a wonderful day. Stay safe and let us pray for people of Ukraine and surrounding countries. Okay, stay safe and think positive. Bye bye.